compact sedan Seat Cordoba was produced by the Spanish automaker for 14 years, from 1995 to 2009. The model was produced in various body layouts: sedan, coupe, station wagon. It was equipped with gasoline and diesel engines with a volume of 1.2 to 2.0 liters with a capacity of up to 150 horsepower. During production, two generations of Seat Cordoba are presented, which differ in appearance, technical stuffing, and engine range. For cars, petrol engines of 1.4, 1.6, 1.8, and 2.0 liters, as well as 1.9 TDI turbo diesels are provided. Power units are paired with a manual transmission or a classic 4-speed automatic. The car was officially delivered to the Russian market. In the fall of 2002, the presentation of the second-generation Seat Cordoba took place in the back of a 4-door sedan. The car is based on the Ibiza platform. Engines: AZQ BME. A 1.2-liter gasoline engine with a capacity of 64 horsepower was developed by the VAG concern for compact models of the concern. The torque of the power unit reaches 112 Newton meters. The cylinder block and cylinder head are made of aluminum. A chain is used to drive the timing. Gasoline consumption in the combined cycle varies within 6 liters per 100 kilometers. The resource of the AZQ engine is estimated at 220,000 kilometers. The disadvantages of ICE include a small resource of the timing chain, 50,000 kilometers, weak hydraulic tensioner, which is fraught with chain jumping when parked in gear, speed drifting caused by contamination of the ventilation in the crankcase or the throttle itself, a modest resource for fuel injectors and ignition coils. Valves tend to burn out at high mileage. AUA. The Seat Cordoba 1.4 is equipped with such a 75 horsepower gasoline engine with a torque of 126 Newton meters. This motor is also known as BBY. The cylinder block is made of aluminum. 2 belts are used to drive the timing, and the resource of the power unit is estimated at 270,000 kilometers. The disadvantages of the AUA engine include floating speed and dips during acceleration, which is associated with a faulty EGR valve or throttle assembly. A small resource of timing belts. If they break, the valves can bend. Loss of oil pressure in the engine, provoked by contamination of the oil receiver. Pollution of the crankcase ventilation. Leakage of lubricant in the area of the valve cover. Note, there are other modifications of the 1.4-liter gasoline engine. For example, BXW and BBZ with 100 horsepower. BTS. A 1.6-liter gasoline engine with 105 horsepower and 153 Newton-meters of torque was installed in the Seat Cordoba from 2006 to 2008. ICE is considered reliable and uninterrupted. Its features include an aluminum cylinder block, a timing chain, the presence of a phase regulator at the inlet. The approximate resource of the power unit reaches 300,000 kilometers, and the volume of oil in the lubrication system is 3.6 liters. Typical BTS malfunctions include oil burner with high mileage, associated with wear of oil scraper rings and caps, speed swimming when the throttle or EGR valve is dirty, coolant leaks, weak lambda probes and ignition coils. AZL, BBX. A 2-liter gasoline engine with a capacity of 115 horsepower was used on the Seat Cordoba from 2002 to 2008. The torque of the inline 4-cylinder engine reaches 170 Newton meters. Consumption ranges from 8 to 10 liters per 100 kilometers. Diesel engines. The main diesel engines Seat Cordoba include 1.4 TDI, 1.9 SDI, 1.9 TDI. The power of 1.4 TDI diesel engines ranges from 70 to 80 horsepower. One of the most reliable in the line, 1.9 SDI, develops 64 horsepower. The power of the 1.9 TDI, which was installed on the Seat Cordoba, is 100 or 130 horsepower. BNM. The 3-cylinder diesel turbo engine, which was produced from 1999 to 2018, develops 70 horsepower. In addition to the Seat Cordoba, it was also installed on other compact models of the VAG concern. For example, on the Volkswagen Polo and Skoda Fabia, the design is based on a cast-iron cylinder block. A belt is used to drive the timing, and pump nozzles are used in the fuel system. A balancer shaft is built into the crankcase for proper weight distribution. The approximate resource of the internal combustion engine is 250,000 kilometers. Typical disadvantages of the BNM motor include problems with fastening pump injectors, fuel pump leaks, the tendency of the EGR valve to become dirty, which is fraught with poor traction and floating speed. Problems with the turbine, the functioning of which is disrupted due to the bypass valve nut. The tendency of the chain and the block of the balancer to stretch. AMF. The 1.4L 3-cylinder turbocharged diesel engine produces 75 horsepower and 195 newton-meters of torque. The resource of the motor, according to the manufacturer, is 300,000 kilometers. Typical malfunctions include chain stretching, which can even break, turbine breakdowns associated with incorrect operation of the bypass valve, as well as uneven engine operation, which is associated not so much with breakdowns as with design features. The consumption of the 1.4 TDI engine ranges from 4.4 to 5.6 liters per 100 kilometers. ASY. The 1.9 SDI diesel engine was produced for 11 years and was equipped with a Bosch ECU. Its power is 64 horsepower, and the torque is 125 newton-meters. Consumption varies from 5 to 6.5 liters per 100 kilometers. The fuel system uses a common rail system. For timing, a toothed belt is used, the replacement of which is provided for every 60,000 kilometers. The disadvantages of the ASY engine, which was installed on the Seat Toledo, include noisy operation of the internal combustion engine, tendency to wear EGR valves, which is accompanied by increased smoke and increased oil consumption, characteristic metallic ringing when idling, provoked by the failure of the dual-clutch flywheel, loss of traction due to turbine failure. With proper maintenance and proper operation, the ASY engine runs about 400,000 kilometers without problems. ATD, AXR, BMT. The 1.9 TDI engine is equipped with a turbocharger and produces 100 horsepower. The design includes a Bosch ECU. Its torque reaches 240 newton-meters. Fuel consumption in the combined cycle is 5 liters per 100 kilometers. The cylinder block is made of cast iron. The resource of the power unit varies within 400,000 kilometers. Typical 1.9 TDI engine problems include problems with cold start and increased oil level, which is associated with wear of the seats of the unit injectors. Often this is observed with a run of over 200,000 kilometers. Extraneous noise during the operation of the internal combustion engine, provoked by the wear of the camshaft cams. Box. The Seat Cordoba was equipped with a 5-6-speed manual transmission, as well as a 4-speed automatic. Transmissions are quite reliable. It is advisable to change the oil in both manual and automatic transmissions every 100,000 kilometers. As for the shortcomings of the mechanics, among them is a soft clutch pedal, which lacks information content.